What if the reason you feel anxious about money is not your income? It's your lack of buffer. You do not need 6 months of savings to start feeling safe. You need your first $1,000 and you can find it in 7 days. Today, I'm walking you through the $10,000 emergency fund sprint and how to calm your nervous system by giving every dollar a job. If you're tired of feeling shame about past financial decisions, worried you'll never achieve financial stability, and ready for a clear plan to take control of your money and experience true financial freedom, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Lisa, wealth activator, independent insurance broker, and your guide to rewriting your money story. I learned the secret to creating financial freedom and stability after divorce, and I'm ready to share it with you. If you're ready for steady, stress-free income, clarity with your money, and the confidence to spend without guilt, grab your favorite essential oil, take a deep breath, and let's sniff our way through the smell of money. Before we dive in, if you do not already have your money map, pause this episode and grab it in the show notes. This is the tool that helps you see exactly where your money is going so you can stop feeling guilty and start feeling in control. And if you are ready for full support, join us inside the smell of money. That is where we implement this work together step by step. Story, map it, and connect. You've heard it before. Save 6 months of expenses, build an emergency fund, be responsible. This is exactly what we do inside the smell of money. Join today at idatemoney.com/smellthemoney. The link is in the show notes. And get ready to have calm cash flow because you don't have a money problem. You have a relationship with money problem. So what do you think about saving $10,000 for an emergency fund? And what exactly is an emergency fund? If you want to avoid overwhelm and feeling anxious and get better sleep at night, this is the key to creating a nervous system that is calm, confident, and at peace with your money. You have heard it before. Save 6 months of expenses, build an emergency fund, be responsible. And every time you hear that, what happens? You feel overwhelmed. You feel behind. You feel like no matter how much you make, it is never enough. And if you set aside money into your emergency savings, you always have to tap into it because guess what? An emergency happens. These are some of the lies that we believe when it comes to our money. Maybe you are making, say, $3,000 a month, maybe more, maybe less, but you still feel like you are living paycheck to paycheck. You pay the bills, you cover the kids, you handle the groceries, and then something breaks. The car needs repairs, the refrigerator stops working, the hot water tank goes out, insurance deductible, unexpected medical bill, and suddenly you are spiraling. It's not just about the money. It's about safety, stability, confidence. You can use aromatherapy. You can tap, you can journal. But if you do not take financial action, your nervous system will not fully calm down. Why? Because deep down, you know, if something happens, you are scrambling. That is why we are not starting with 6 months. We are starting with $1,000 in 7 days. Let me break it down simply. If you're making $3,000 a month, that's about $750 a week. Most households are spending around $2,400 a month on needs, not wants, just needs. If you multiplied $2,400 by 6 months, it's $14,400. That number alone is enough to shut down most women. So we are not doing that. We are focusing on a $10,000 emergency fund sprint. And even that is not the starting line. The starting line is your first $1,000. It's baby steps. Sometimes we create these goals that are so huge, we know we can't make them, but somebody told us, go big or stay home. So here's what I want you to do. Step 1, open your money map. Look at your personal income and expenses. Add up your needs only, not subscriptions you forgot about, not impulse Amazon buys, just your needs. Your needs are going to include things like mortgage, rent, utilities, transportation, food. How much do you need to make it day by day? If something were to happen to you and you needed to take a break from working for 6 months, could you cover your expenses? Do you have extra income coming in? And, maybe you become disabled and you need support that way. If you have a short-term disability plan, that is a buffer that you can implement. And if you want to know more about that, just send an email to info@idatemoney.com with the subject line short-term disability. Focusing on your needs is the key when building your emergency fund. Opening up a high-yield online savings account with a minimum interest of 3.5%. I recommend Bask, B-A-S-K, Bank, Ally, Lending Club, SoFi are also good ones to have. And when you open up this savings account, you can create a tab on your money map that's labeled emergency fund, and then make a list of exactly what's going to come out of this account so that you're not tempted to withdraw funds for something else. Step 2, do a 7-day money awareness challenge. When you join The Smell of Money, go into the classroom and you will see a folder for the Money Awareness Challenge. Click on it and commit to it for 7 days. Track every single dollar, every coffee, every drive-through, every click. Not for judgment, but just awareness. You'll see where your money's going and how to identify your discretionary income. Most of us have income that we just spend subconsciously. This is where you're going to find a lot of your money. Just by simply reallocating this discretionary income into your emergency fund is going to make it grow that much faster. Women inside The Smell of Money routinely find $500 in 1 week just from this simple awareness challenge. They don't have to earn more. They don't have to hustle. They don't have to do endless launches. Just simply by paying attention to where their money is going helps them create more money. Step 3, redirect. Do not restrict. As soon as you tell yourself that you're on a budget and you're restricted, you're rebellious. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to stick to that budget. I know I didn't. That's why we don't use the B word. This isn't about deprivation. It's about relocation. If you save $60 at the grocery store because something was buy one, get one free, that $60 goes to your emergency bucket. If you get a rebate, refund, cashback reward, it goes into the emergency fund. If you just cut one subscription for only 30 days, that money gets transferred immediately. And when you put it in a high yield savings account, that interest adds up. Watch it grow. Creating this specific money bucket and watching yourself fill it is the best dopamine hit. This is how you build stability, even when your income is inconsistent. And this is how you stop second guessing every purchase. This is how you build proof that you can trust yourself with money. And once you hit that $1,000, something shifts. You feel safer. You feel capable. You feel like a woman who has a plan. And without a plan, you fail. And this keeps you going. If your goal is $10,000 in 6 months, that's about $1,667 per month, around $416 per week. Is that aggressive? Yes. Is it possible? Absolutely. Because this isn't a math problem. It's a relationship problem. We find money for what we value. You value your kids, your business, your security. It's time to value your peace of mind. Having an emergency fund is something that is going to help you sleep at night. When an emergency happens, you have the money set aside. It's no big deal taking it out. There's no shame or guilt or thinking, oh my goodness, I have an emergency fund and now I have to spend it. And how am I ever going to build it back up? It took so long to build it back up. I know, I've been there. Every single time I had money in my emergency account, an emergency happened. And I thought, will I ever get ahead? Yes, because this emergency was exactly what this account is intended for. And when we purposely put money into an account and specify what we're going to use it for, it's there when we need it. It's creating that safety and that security that we desire, that gives us the confidence and allows us to trust ourselves with money again. So instead of telling yourself, if I build up an emergency fund, I'm just going to spend it, an emergency is going to happen, let's reframe that. When I build up my emergency fund, it is specifically used for the items I list as an emergency. I'm protected, I am safe, I am secure. If you want to dive deeper into this reframing, I want you inside the smell of money. That is where we walk through your money map, set up your emergency bucket, and create a spending system that pays you first every month. You do not need another complicated budget. You need clarity, stability, simplicity, confidence. Join us at idatemoney.com/smellthemoney. The link is in the show notes. Start your $10,000 emergency fund sprint. Find your first $1,000 in 7 days. Prove to yourself that you are capable, you are trustworthy, you are worthy, you are building. I will see you inside the smell of money. Click on the link in the show notes or visit idatemoney.com/smellthemoney. And remember, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's what you do with it. Hey mompreneurs, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please follow the show and share it with a friend who's rebuilding her finances after divorce. No spreadsheets, no restrictive budgets, only confidence to build financial freedom. Also, please drop a quick 5-star review so more moms starting over can find this. It lights me up to know this podcast is helping you. Inhale confidence, exhale scarcity. I'll meet you back on Tuesday for another episode. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it's what you do with it.